All right, we've got some Mad Mama drama here. Mama's having a little bit of drama, and this one is not real happy because she's become the target for her son's prank channel. She said, my kid is getting thousands of views pranking me. He's put super glue in my deodorant. He convinced me that my cat died when it didn't, and he rigged Alexa to randomly scream, "You're adopted," during Zoom calls. He's 11 years old, and he thinks it's very cute, but it's really starting to bother me. I tell him to fake his pranks like everybody else does, but he says he wants the pranks to be authentic. Now, of course, I've basically funded everything that he is putting into his prank channel. Should I cut off all funding and shut this thing down? Or should I just enjoy it and ride the fame?
How much money is his channel bringing in?
Fight fire with fire. Start your own channel and start pranking him.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Yeah, when he goes into his room, just have his bed be missing. Sorry, he sold your bed.
I gave your bed to the neighbor kid.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea.
I mean, if you need inspiration, call us. We will be more than happy. I can come up with a bunch of pranks you can play on a kid.
There's got to be a system when you're working this out. You can't terrorize your family to the point where they end up hating you.
Well, not in your mother's home. You can't terrorize your mother in the home that she pays for. Now, if you want to move out, I mean, Bam Margera made a whole career out of terrorizing his parents.
Right.
Back in the day, the Jackass guys. But he paid for that house. He bought his parents that house that they lived in, so they couldn't say S-bomb.
There are some out there, though, that are so blatantly fake. You go, guys, come on, try a little bit here. I mean, it's horrible.
You know, the one thing I've noticed is already I'm thinking about influencers that have come and kind of faded. I remember probably about 5 years ago, there was this couple, both good looking, of course. I think they lived in Philly, and their whole thing was they would always prank each other. And that was their whole channel, was these elaborate pranks they would pull on one another. I don't think I've seen a video from either of them in 5 years. And I don't know. Did they break up? Did they just say, okay, enough's enough?
I know who you're talking about. I know I know that couple.
How long can that go? Is that really sustainable for 5 years?
For example, that channel, you could tell they were starting to really fake their pranks.
Yes.
To a point where you're going, all right, you're not savvy.
Right.
The guy with the chainsaw in the hotel room. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it happened again.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and after a while, you're just every day you wake up with, okay, what's going on? Is my hands glued into my hair? What's going on?
I think a lot of those prank channels, they are all in it together. They know they're getting pranked. So they'll overly play it up, and people online, oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
But considering how much content you have to spit out, how do you do that for years and years and years?
You can't. It's not sustainable, especially if you're in a marriage or a relationship. Ugh.
The other thing, too, is a lot of these YouTubers in the beginning, they will do stuff that's real, but then they start generating some money, and people are going to always go after the money. There's going to be guidelines, and as soon as you start making a name for yourself, there's pranks you can't. There's certain pranks you can't do. In fact, one dude just got arrested for doing pranks. And they weren't even good pranks. He was harassing people. And they go, no, I don't care if you have a YouTube channel. You're going to jail.
Yeah. I was even thinking about the Dude Perfect guys. And maybe it's because my son isn't, necessarily a Dude Perfect age now. I used to really love them. But they're the guys that do the trick shots. And I was just thinking, okay, where are they? First of all, it's a younger man's game. And second of all, how many trick shots can you come up with? And I don't know if I haven't seen anything from them in probably a couple years. I mean, they still might be doing it. I don't know.
They do. They've expanded out, but their big thing is, trick shots. And I've seen them do other stunty kind of stuff. They're still around.
Because at first I think you do it because you love it and it's fun. It's a passion project. But then after a while, it becomes a job where you've got to have videos continually to upload, and you're like, gosh, another day of just trick shots that don't work.
Well, that's what I heard a couple of podcasters who started a podcast. They go, I was doing a podcast, but I realized I had to work all the time, and I just couldn't talk, and I ran out of things to say. Well, yeah, it's going to take some work. You got to do some research.
Podcasting is hard.
Oh my gosh, we stopped talking about things after week 2. We had nothing else to say.
We've said it all. We're done. Like Meghan Markle. She did her podcast.
Oh, my gosh.
She did a podcast for 5 weeks, and then I'm going on a hiatus. I need rest.
Was that the cooking show?
No,
she
this
did
is
one
another
show.
project.
I couldn't believe this podcast, Kevin. I mean, who greenlit this thing? It was the most boring thing I've ever seen. I would rather watch eggs just cook in a pan.
I would watch eggs cook in a pan before I would listen to Meghan Markle's podcast. Kevin, there's just not a lot there.
Well, that's the problem sometimes is they've taken celebrities and they front loaded them and they gave them the opportunity without knowing if they could actually pull it off. What seems to be more successful, you find somebody that builds their own audience and then you throw a ton of money at it when you know it's successful.
Yeah.
That, I think, is the pattern that more people are going to do and it'll probably be because of Meghan Markle, which just her stuff wasn't cutting it.
Everything she does, she starts it and then it just goes.
It comes off annoying to some people.
Well, now she's got a line of curated artisan jam.
I don't even know what it means.
Artisan jam,
It's like peanut butter and jelly, like jam.
But she says it like that.
It's fancy jam.
Fancy jam.
It's like curated. It's jam.
Oh, she would hate me. I'm a Welch's man.
Wow.
So she sent out this media kit to all the celebrities with all the jams, but the website wasn't ready yet to start taking orders. So all these celebrities were getting their jams, but there was no place for regular people to go and start purchasing it.
Oh, wow. So it wasn't even well thought through.
No.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean you're able to carry a show.
Or you're smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's cunning, but is she smart?
Now, there's some people out there that are celebrities that do a good job. I don't want it to be, people thinking, I think just because you're a celebrity, you can't have a podcast. You can, but a lot of people get a podcast because of that name, and then they're like, oh, this isn't very good.
So for this mom that is the subject of her son's prank channel, would you A, go with it, B, defund him and his prank channel, or prank him back and make your own channel?
I would prank him back and make my own channel, and I would go full gorilla on his ass.
Okay.
I would light him up. I would do 4th of July, firecrackers in the metal wastebasket wake up.
Yep.
I would do take off his door. I would rent out his room for Airbnb. I would do all kind of
That
stuff.
sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work.
Good
It
gosh.
is.
I hope you're getting paid.
But, hey, if you want to play in the big leagues, this is how we play.
Okay.
I would have fun with it.
Then what if your 11-year-old then starts upping his level and is going harder than yours, and now you're in a massive prank war with an 11-year-old that doesn't know when to say when?
You have resources. He doesn't.
Yeah,
you can squish him like a bug.
You're the adult.
You're the
bigger. You're
adult.
strong. Stop letting these 11-year-olds take over the world.
Just squish him like a bug.
Okay. All right.
You know how to do this.
That's actually the top answer. 42% of people watching KVJ TV now would prank the 11-year-old back. 35% would defund him, and 22% would just go with it. And be like, oh, okay, keep pranking me. I know it's making you happy.
It all depends on your personality.
Yeah.
Some people aren't pranky. Some people don't want to pull pranks. I'm not good at them, and I still love doing them. I love it.
You're good at a lot of things. You are not good at pulling off a prank. And me and Kevin have story after story. We could honestly be called into court and get you to go to jail.
Whatever. You can't sue me. I don't have any money.
They're traumatizing and horribly documented.
The last one.
That's what I do. That's my charm.
The last one she did on me, the most offensive part was the fact that the camera was so far away.
Yeah.
You couldn't even really see what happened.
I didn't want you to see the camera, but then it turns out the camera couldn't see you.
I lost my key fob, and then I threw out my hip, and it wasn't really even filmed. I go, what are we doing?
It checks off all the boxes. Traumatizing, hurtful, and not well documented.
I was really quiet during commercial for about an hour and a half.
Just stewing.
And you could tell he wanted to super pie me right in the face.
Oh, I was so mad.
So bad.